Hello family, it's Timah, artist extraordinaire, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about a little something. Now, I made a video, well, not a video, but I made a post back in 2013 on fibroid elimination, and that status has been receiving new life due to some of my friends sharing my post. Now, the post is in regards to some of the steps that I took in my journey as I learned of the fibroids, which was in 2011. And the diet that I was on, the protocol that I was on, it actually had nothing to do with Dr. Sebi or anyone else. I actually hadn't learned of Dr. Sebi until maybe mid to late 2015, early 2016. So in good conscience, I absolutely cannot credit my process of elimination of fibroids to him or to anyone else. This was me being determined and using all the information that I had gathered during our mom's bout with that disease, because she had fibroids. The wind is pretty interesting out here. It's like blowing my hair like all over the place. Our mom had what's called, well, she had what was called bleeding fibroids, and the doctors excuse me, the doctors couldn't do anything to actually stop the bleeding. And so she allowed me to take over once my mind was actually ready, and I was able to stop her bleeding. And this is still a very tender issue for me to think about and even to talk about, because it was a struggle for her to let go of all the different food types that were actually killing her. Now, we didn't actually grow up with the typical soul food in our home. What I mean is, there was no pork whatsoever, and junk food such as like McDonald's and stuff like that didn't even come into our homes until we were like in our teens. And mostly we followed How to Eat to Live from the Nation of Islam, which is also, that diet is found loosely in Leviticus for the proper diet. So I had made like every attempt to clean out our mom's system while eliminating and replacing food in her diet. Starches had to go, meats had to go, frying is a no-no to get rid of all the and you have to get rid of all the sodas. And her favorite was like Coca-Cola. Right, Coca-Cola. You know, you can't be acidic if you're wanting to heal yourself. And so our mom had to basically eat the yard, which means plenty of fresh dandelions from the yard as greens and teas, including eating your stinging nettle. I flushed her system with turmeric teas and various types of smoothies using like soursop, bananas. Nothing that was gonna, well, the bananas were the burro bananas, so it's not something that's gonna be like very high in sugars that was actually put inside of her systems. And when the bleeding stopped, she said she didn't know how to act because she had gotten used to it, and getting used to it is not what we want, and that is just, it's just never okay. And you know, our mom, she gained her energy back, she was getting balanced, she was very vibrant. Then she had surgery, which wiped it all away within moments. It was gone like that. So whatever that was in her, due to being cutting on, it was now allowed to spread and ravage her body. And she started losing weight and being bothered with disabilities. So the fibroid was now considered uterine cancer, and the cancer had spread. Now, because I had focused so much on our mom's fibroid and eliminated it, I inadvertently took it into myself. My recurring thing was, I will take it away. I was always saying, I will take it away from you. I will take it away from you. and the universe was listening, and it did what I asked, and I took it. My body could handle it. I was much younger than her, and after all, I was healthier. But when she passed, I got depressed, and I didn't pay attention to my health or much of anything else, and I ended up getting sick. I went to see my family doctor, and I was told my hemoglobin was 4.0, so that's very low. In actuality, it had gotten lower than that, because before I went to the doctor, my husband made me pay attention, and he made me eat. I poured on as much green foods as possible, either raw in salads or steamed, until I was no longer blowing my nose because my immune system was compromised and weak. I was eating my seaweeds again. Then after I saw my doctor. So I saw my doctor after all that, and that was when she let me know that my hemos was at 4.0. And she knew our mom, and she knew I took her pain. It was now, it was really now time to release that pain. And Dr. Ghazi, who was my doctor, put me on like 65 milligrams of iron, and she said, return in about a month. I did, and my hemos were already at 9.7, which really did surprise her. And she actually thought I had died, because she said she called me and there was like no response during the month, and I wasn't about to have a blood transfusion. So Dr. Ghazi wondered how I raised my hemo so fast, and I explained that what I was eating was the cause. Everything was organic, green right down to the shakes and smoothies, and I was getting healed. And I would eat salmon or cod sparingly, and I took breakouts, and I noticed breakouts, so I had to eliminate all sorts of flesh. And once my body was strong enough again is when I started my cleanse, then began using the apple cider vinegar with the baking soda to rid myself of the growth. There were several growths from 2.5 centimeters to like 4.0 centimeters, and they were hard. And the gynecologist, she darn near tried to twist my arm to have surgery, and the surgery would have actually removed my ovaries and my uterus, and I'm way too young for that shit. Even if I weren't, it just wasn't happening. And I just never went to see her again. A month taking the apple cider vinegar, I began noticing the changes. No bloated look or spotting, and then it happened. I wiped, and the napkin, there was this pink rubber gristle looking thing, and I stored it. Yeah, I stored it. Then there was more, and they were in various sizes. There was a smell that came along with the die-off, and I tolerated it until there was no more. I showed Dr. Ghazi the fibroids, and she laughed, and she said, I got to tell my colleagues about you. So just so you know, I haven't seen my doctor in several years, like since 2012. Actually, I haven't seen the doctor, and I'm absolutely fine. Now, I do have a cookbook, but it's not based on eliminating fibroids, although some of you may be saying it would have made sense to do so, and you may think that's what you actually need, but it's not. Had I actually given you a cookbook focusing on fibroids, you'd be focusing on fibroids, and every time you sat down to eat, you'd be eating for fibroids. That's not what you want, that's not what you need, and it's really not something that that you want to be focusing on when you're eating. The last thing you should want to have on your mind is the fibroid. Your focus and your energy should be on the love for your family and friends who are sharing your meals with you. And my mistake was focusing on my mom's fibroid and taking it from her. That put me in that situation, and don't let that be yours. So today is May 30th, 2017. As I'm making this video, I'm sitting here eating, so I won't put any food in my mouth as I'm sitting here talking to you guys. But I want to say thank you guys for taking the time out to watch my video, and for all the support that you've been giving me on my YouTube page, my Facebook cooking page, and anything else, and also for purchasing my kelp for shrooms season, which actually you can put on anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be on mushrooms. And there's actually a video on my YouTube page in regards to fibroids, where I actually show you a fibroid that came on my body. There's a video that I put up. I thought long and hard before putting that video up there, but I did put up a video, and it shows an actual fibroid that came out of my body. Right? So just know that you too can eliminate fibroids. Don't listen to what no one have to say. I didn't follow anyone's particular protocol to eliminate those fibroids. I just alkalined my body. I drank a lot of water. I did use turmeric. I ate a lot of seaweed. I love seaweed. I make seaweed soups and everything. So yeah. Look, if you guys have if any of you have any questions or anything that you would like for me to answer, you know, I'll make every attempt to answer your questions. Just send me a message, do a direct link, post it on my page, whatever. I'll respond to you and get you whatever answers that I know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to treat anyone for their diseases. I'm not trying to push any type of product on you that anyone has created, because I didn't use any particular product that anyone has created and said you should use. I just did my own studies, and like I said, I alkalined myself, and I ate particular things, and I eliminated particular foods from my diet. And the number one, you have to eliminate the meats. You cannot do frying foods, especially if you have a very hard fibroid. Don't do fried foods. You have to eliminate all of that. Don't drink any sodas. Basically what you want, you're going to be drinking a whole lot of spring water. You'll be drinking a lot of herbal teas. Eat a lot of seaweed. You want don't even eat a lot of wheat. So you want to remove all of that from your diet. Basically, you want to have a lot of vegetables, and you want to have those vegetables basically steamed. You want to eat a lot of salads, a lot of green salads. Do not smother your salads with all these salad dressings. I posted a video the other day on a salad, and I have a list of the ingredients with it for a sauce that you can put over that salad. Alright, so pretty much what I do, the foods are going to be alkaline. Just eliminate any breads. I don't care if you made it yourself. Eliminate any breads. Eliminate eating noodles. I don't care if it's spelt. I don't care if it's quinoa. If you get those chickpea noodles, that's fine. But anything else, you want to eliminate it. Alright, and I want to stop rambling right now. I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to finish eating my delicious salad. So, thanks again. Peace out.